Welcome back to another video, everybody. What's up going on? I'm Trent Wel-Don. Alright, crazy intro, right? So, here's the thing. I've got Swedish fish. Alright, so, real talk. The video that we put together today, and here's the fun part, is I say we. I don't know how people eat and be on camera. It's almost disgusting, but these are so good. Alright. If you watched, so a couple days ago, I put a poll out on the community tab asking everybody if they wanted to see a tour of the YouTube studio, my creative space, I call it. And overwhelmingly, the result was a positive yes, show us the magic. So I thought about it, and realistically, like, my setup is so simple, but it's also very unique that I was like, how am I gonna tell this story, right? Like, I just didn't want to do my phone out here. Yeah, so this is my area. This is what I do. Like, and that's fine, right? That is totally fine if people want to do that. But I wanted something, bam, 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 like, oh, yes. So I wanted something that was very unique. So I bribed a buddy with some pizza, who's not done much with the camera. Like, it was somebody unexpected, but it was somebody that, like, I was so grateful that they came over to help me film this. So what I'm about to show you is a 4-minute clip that took us almost 3 hours to film, and then numerous more hours to edit. But it's that 4 minutes of I wanted to share with you, tell you a story about my creative space. So let's go ahead and roll this 4-minute short film, we're gonna call it, and we'll come back and talk afterwards. And I really just hope that I hope it portrays what I wanted to get across. So, welcome to my creative space. So I watched it with you. And I've seen this. I've seen this like 10 I've seen it so many times now, right? Like, it gives me goosebumps to see this. All right, so, guys, like, okay, I'm a fish channel. That's never gonna change, right? I'm a fish channel. We're not gonna change that out of me. You know that. That's why I just get goosebumps every time I watch that. So here's the thing. That was not filmed on anything fancy. So, this is my creative space. This is my YouTube studio. It's very simple. We have shelves up on the wall that my wife built. They have some little knick-knack stuff. I got food for the 90-gallon, food for the saltwater tank. We got some little mugs and cans that I like to collect. We got some hats up there. The 90 gallons is that beautiful showpiece. And it's just like the Wel-Don tanks banner that came from Guppy Guru. And then what you don't see. Everything's run by a MacBook Pro. This was the biggest investment I've ever done for the channel, and it's allowed me to be more creative, do more, because everything up until this year, like March actually, everything was done on my phone. I have the moment lenses, so everything was literally done and filmed on my phone up until March of this year. And now I have moment lenses that actually connect to my phone. iMovie came on my phone. So everything was done. I used to do everything on my phone. Film it, edit it. Then I started learning about hooking microphones to it and having a handheld rig for like 20 bucks that I could walk around. So for like 20 bucks, it was a little handheld rig and a microphone on top. Like if you haven't seen the initial Guppy Guru fish room tour, everything on that was done on my phone. But now we've upgraded into this. We're filming on a Canon SL2, right? I feel like a beginner entry-level camera, and I've learned how to adapt audio and visual and just different things. So like, let me see if I can actually do a little bit of a B-roll footage right here while we're doing this. So what you see, this is, I'm literally filming while I'm filming. So this is my setup right here. I learned to make better audio by getting the camera closer to my face. So I use this 11-inch magic arm attached to the camera to boom out my shotgun mic, which is the new DD shotgun mic. I have it on a little tripod. Say MacBook Pro. Then we move into the lighting in here. And now initially I was just using the softbox light, which is a fairly simple, cheap light. Then I upgraded to these LED lights by Newer. The desk we're filming on, we're using, is a $15 desk I found on a local classified ads. This is just a cheap external monitor, just connected to the MacBook Pro. And then I run everything through a hub to where I can pull over like the microphone here, which is a snowball mic, to do live streams with. We're actually upgrading this mic here shortly, but it's just a fairly cheap wireless Bluetooth keyboard, a fairly cheap like $10 Bluetooth mouse. And then we just go from there, right? We just do. So you don't have to have expensive equipment to make good YouTube videos. And this is what I've been learning recently. So now that we have the MacBook Pro, I used to edit on iMovie. I still kind of am editing on iMovie. I just recently, this is actually the first video you're ever gonna see that was edited on Premiere Pro. That next investment into the channel that I've wanted to do. So it's, guys, like, being on YouTube has been an adventure because it's learning to control. You want the views, you want the clicks, you want the, that goes back to my video I did of value versus, what did I call it? The value of social media, like what value do I bring? And it's just, part of that, what I wanted to signify in that video was when I put my headphones on. It's just silence. When I get into this creative mode, I get to shut everything else out for that little bit of time that I have to edit. I run a full-time day job. Actually, I work overtime on that day job. I have a family. I have other obligations, but it's when I get to sit down and create, I get lost in that world. That's why I loved that sequence in the 90-gallon shot with my reflection. You can see it. I look at this 90-gallon every day and just get lost in it. Now, I wanted to do this because we've done so much down in the fish room, and that's never going to change. But why not inspire other people to try something new? Be creative on your own level. Find that creative space. So that's why I wanted to do this studio tour. It's messy. I call it organized chaos. And everything on that, this was super cool. Everything on that was filmed on this $60 50mm lens. That's it. That's what we used it for, the entire shot. We just worked on lighting and telling a story. So my buddy, I would walk him through each shot I wanted. And some of those shots, like taking a drink out of that monster, we filmed probably 10 times to get that exact shot we wanted to. Then we started playing with what's called an ND filter. This actually filters in the amount of light coming into the lens, which just gave us the option to film this really with a really fast lens, control the light coming in. And then he was just walking around with the camera doing some incredible shots that we came down and put together into this video. So if nothing else, I really wanted to inspire other people to find their creative space. So it's, like I say, I'm a fish guy. That's not gonna change, but I wanted to also learn, adapt, try new things, and bring a new style to the channel. And for the better, maybe the worse, we'll see what happens. But if nothing else, beyond the videos that I've created, why not try something new? Why not try a new style, a new thing? Because I get goosebumps watching that 4 minutes. So I really, truly hope this has inspired somebody for you to see the creative space through my eyes, how I get to enjoy it. So leave me a comment down below. What'd you think of that 4-minute clip? Because for me, let's say I get goosebumps every time I watch it. And this is probably one of the favorite projects that I've done now. So really looking forward to what we bring on the channel. If you're new here, consider subscribing. And if you know somebody that needs that inspiration to start something, share this video out. So guys, I cannot thank you enough for the support. And we'll see you guys on the next one.